Wait, you want to build an ark? I know a guy. Hello everybody and welcome to the video. My name is Phil and today I have my mic on. I didn't have my mic on the other video I did. So blobby blobby blue blue, which is French for bring me that small child. I wish to eat him along with that chaffinch. Because they eat weird shit in France. And if you are from France, sorry. Welcome to the video. My name is Phil and today I've got a really special video because somebody, I will not name their name, has made a huge donation into the channel. A massive donation of awesome things that I'm really shocked that I've got this called which is Japanese for I'm a happy pony, give me a stroke. There you go. I don't know where that came from. Not kind of like a stroke, but maybe a stroke of the cock. I've never stroked a pony on the cock. I've never stroked a pony on the cock. Even though Phil or Philip actually means lover of horses, I've never stroked a horse or pony on the cock. Welcome to the videos. I've got Blu-rays, DVDs, games, stuff, things, and more things. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. I had a bit of saliva then in the mouth, bit of a salivarical build-up, which is always pleasant for whoever's involved underneath me. There's nobody underneath me. That would be weird. They would obviously be giving me a blowjob, and no one is doing that. I don't know where this completely derailed conversation. But again, shut the fuck up, right? The Green... I haven't said it before I even showed it. The Green Inferno is the first thing I'm going to show you. A film by Eli Roth. And it looks lovely. Look at her. She's having her hair done and she's having a wild time. No, this is fucking horrible, this film. It's Eli Roth's ode to films like Cannibal Ferox, Cannibal Holocaust. It's a bunch of activists that get lost in the Brazilian rainforest and get picked up by a tribe who are cannibals and proceed to eviscerate them and kill them one by one. It is vile, and I have it, and I have seen it, I have watched it, but now I have it on Blu-ray. Aren't I a lucky boy? Thank you very much. Next film is another classic movie. I'm really chuffed I've got this. I like this film. It's better than the London one. It is A Werewolf in Paris, an American Werewolf in Paris. There it is, on Blu-ray again. Classic horror film. I'm not a massive werewolf fan, but I do like them when they're done well. I think there's the other one. Is it called The Howling? Is another really good one. I nearly bought those on DVD and was unable to get them, unfortunately. But yeah, An American Werewolf in Paris. Again, another good Blu-ray to hold on to. Next up, we have, and I'm going to show you the two together because they kind of go together. Like Ramalama and Kadingadin, not Ramadan. I was doing Greece. I just wanted to, because I thought, you may have thought, oh, he's going to say Ramadan. No Ramadan. Okay, I'm not saying I don't agree with Ramadan. I'm going to be in trouble with Muslims. La la. That's not... Look, I don't mind you guys. You are fine. But you do need to calm down a little bit. You're just a little bit... and it's all... Just calm down. It's all good. We're all chilling. I'm showing you DVDs. I haven't got a problem. Crank and Crank 2. There's Crank with Jason Statham. Here's my impression of Jason Statham if someone tells him to move his car. Oh, fucking hell. This is Jason Statham in Crank 2. There he is with putting a peg on his tongue. So the film is that he gets wired with this bomb on his heart. And he has to try and find the people who've done it. But his heart rate drops below a certain speed. He blows up, basically, and he has to keep sort of like recharging his heart, and he does it in the most ingeniously stupid ways ever. But it's really fun, and it's a fun sort of action film, and it's Jason Statham, so yeah, we're all good with that. Good stuff. I remember it coming out. It came out. It's quite an old film now, but it was a good film. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to show you... Now, I've got these out of order. Give me a second, guys, because I want to kind of do, because some of them kind of go together. I've got collections. My favouriteest comedy. You looked then. You peeked then. I saw it, and I'm not impressed. I'm going to tell the vicar. He's going to be very impressed. He's going to be very impressed with you, apparently, which completely contradicts what I've just said. This is not that one. Fuck off. Dumb and Dumber is my favourite comedy in the whole world. It's stupidly funny, and I love it. Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey star as Lloyd Christmas and... oh, no, I forget what his name is. Is it Harry Dunn? I think it's Harry Dunn. And they there's a mix-up with a bag, and they end up having to go to Aspen to find someone and get all mixed up in a hostage situation. But it's fantastic. It's such a good film. It's 90s to the hell. Jim Carrey, I genuinely believe, is honestly one of his best films for me. I love Jim Carrey. There was this passion with hating the guy, and I've never hated him. I've always loved Jim Carrey. He's always very funny, and he's a good guy. He seems like he's a lovely bloke, so I've got no issues with Jim. A film I haven't watched. It came out about 10 years ago, back when they were kind of rehashing a lot of 90s and 80s films and doing sequels. Jum, apparently, and Bum as well. Dumb and Dumber 2, which is in the future. It's another Dumb and Dumber movie. I just don't think... I think that was a classic. I'm not sure if... but I've got it anyway, so thank you very much for the donation, but I'm happy I've got it, and I will watch it and see what it's about. It looks like it could be fun. So, yes, I will watch it. Now, I'm going to put a game in here because I've got a lot of DVDs, so let's throw a game in, and it is PlayStation 3, and it is MotorStorm. There we go. I've got a lot of games, and I realised I don't have a lot of like racing games because there's so many. I'm vastly low on a few, and this is a really good one. Motorsport's a good game, probably. But no, they're always good games. The MTX games and all that stuff. They're always good games, and it looks fun. So, MotorStorm, there it is. Welcome to the jungle. We've got fun and games, and also MotorStorm. Apparently, there you go. I don't know why I just quoted Guns N' Roses at you. How are you all anyway? Hopefully, you're all okay. Hopefully, you're having a wonderful week. Hopefully, you've had lots of opportunities to dance, opportunities to have sex with yourself. I think you need to love yourself before you can love someone else. I think that's a very important moment in your life is when you can love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, love the one you're with. I don't know where that came from. Fuck off! You saw it! Stop looking! You're always looking. God's sake. Right. Next up is my favourite director in the wholedest, widest, worldest ever is... I'm going to flex my is George A. Romero. There's the CD for Day of the Dead. This is number 639 of 3000. He did lots of other films. He did Night of the Living Dead. He did Dawn of the Dead. He did Day of the Dead. He did Land of the Dead. He did... and Land of the Dead's up there somewhere. He did... Monkey Shines, he did Creepshow, and he did Diary of the Dead. There it is, Diary of the Dead. There it is. Now, I've got a little story, and this is just my opinion. I'm not certain, right? So, I met George A. Romero. I've shown you the picture. And upon talking to him, I had in my bag I was doing a course for graphic design, and I'd wrote a journal, and it was a zombie journal, and inside was illustrations of zombies and attacking things, and there was like little like entries per day and what they were doing. When I met George A. Romero, I asked him a question. I said, "Can I give you this?" And he said, "Yeah, what is it?" And I told him, I said, "Look, it's my project. I don't care if it never comes back to me. I understand, you're going back to America, blah, blah, blah. I understand if I fail this course. But for me to hand this to my hero, hand this to the man who's inspired me with all the zombie stuff that I've ever done, all the stuff that I've ever watched, that is more than this course." He turned to me and he said, "Of course." He took it off me, And I never heard anything again. I didn't hear anything for a while, and it was getting close to the deadline to hand the Land of the Dead had already been out. It was coming out on DVD very shortly. I had one because I'd been over to America, and I had a copy of Land of the Dead, which I got signed. So mine is probably one of the only signed copies of Land of the Dead in England. It's an American copy. I got it in a Walmart. But yes, and it came with another DVD. It was like horror best bits of horror or something. But anyway, cut a long story short, about 2 weeks before my course was meant to end, George A. Romero emailed me back because I'd wrote my email on the inside of the book. He basically emailed me back and he said, "This was awesome. This is amazing. I am going to post it back to you. I don't know how long this is going to take, but this was cool. I need your address." Which I showed my lecturer because it didn't get back to me before I had to hand all this work in. So I just handed this email to him because he was going to fail me because I didn't have any work. And I just handed him the email that said that George A. Romero had my book. And he was like, if he says it's good, I can't really fail you, can I? And eventually it got back to me. But after that, he made this film, Diary of the Dead. Now, in this film, there's two things that happen. There's one, which is where they journal their journey through a city, which my book did. And there's also a scene in a hospital. And in the hospital, they are faced with, people who've been brought to the hospital to be cured. And then obviously they've turned in the hospital and, worst place you could ever go to in a zombie outbreak, isn't it? The hospital. And that's in here. And that was in my book as well. So I'm not saying that George A. Romero used my book, but very weird similarities between the two. But I couldn't give a shit. He could take the whole book. I don't care. I'm so happy that he liked my book. But there you go. That's a little story. And that's Diary of the Dead. And that took way too long to talk about. Onwards now, we're going to look at some... if I had to like any Marvel films, I'm not a huge Marvel fan. They just don't grab me. I've tried. Maybe I'll try again. I'm pretty easygoing with films. I'll watch most stuff. There's not a lot of stuff that I don't like. I'll at least sit and watch a film and appreciate it for what it is. I certainly never judge anyone for liking a film. If you like Marvel, amazing. Happy days. There's a lot of people that do. I just never really got on with them. But there was a franchise in there that I do get on with. And I'm really glad that these were donated in. And that is Guardians of the Galaxy. Fantastic. Gamora there, holding a sword, going, fuck off. And Rocket Raccoon there with he's just firing his gun and screaming. Which kind of works because it's him. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. And I've also got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. If I can hope it's in there. There you go. Volume 2. There it is. And I don't remember Bradley Cooper being in it. Who was Bradley Cooper in number 2? I don't remember Bradley Cooper being in this. Oh no, he's Rocket Raccoon, isn't he? He's the voice of Rocket Raccoon. And I am Groot. Groot is Vin Diesel. Yeah, there you go. As Baby Groot. There you go. So there it is. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Possibly one of my favourite bunch of games. And yeah, really good fun. Great. James Gunn. And apparently he's going to be making he's made the new Superman. Which is why it's all campy and colourful and fun. So hopefully it'll be good. Although I quite liked the old ones, but hey ho. Next one is, let's do another game. So this is a game, I'm really pleased to get this because this is a really nice copy. And it's a franchise I get super confused with because I can never understand how far I am into the story or what. But this is a franchise that's really good, and it's Kingdom Hearts. And this is a really nice copy because this is an art book copy. I'm really, really pleased that this has been given to me. If you look it up, it is a book. And in the book is lovely full colour pages of Mickey and Goofy and Donald. And some tracing paper sheets and all sorts of stuff. There's Sora with Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and Piglet. We've got pictures of the Keyblades from different worlds. There's the old picture. I think that was from number 1 or number 2. which shows them all. But yeah, it's a really, really, really nice copy, and it's for the PlayStation 3. So it's building my PlayStation 3 collection up, but I'm really pleased I have that. That's a nice one to have in the collection. Yay! Thumbs up the bum! 2 thumbs up the bum, you lucky boy. Extra girth. I suppose, how would you do 2 thumbs up? That'd be too far. That'd be too wide. But you could kind of squish it. That would be better. You could get that up the bum. This is a film that I saw this on when I was on the way to California. I watched this movie. I don't know why I picked this film over everything else that was on there, but I did pick this one. It was something I wanted to watch, and I'm really glad I have it now, even though it's got some really quite horrible scenes in it. But it's called Don't Breathe, and it depicts 4 teenagers who decide, no, 3 teenagers, sorry, who decide to rob a house. They decide that this particular house is the one they want to rob. The guy must have lots of stuff in there, and they break in. But little do they know, even though the guy is blind, he is an war veteran, and he is fucking terrifying. And you're conflicted with the way you want to feel, because in theory you feel like actually they shouldn't have gone in his house. But in the same instance, you also think to yourself, they don't really need this much brutality, because he is fucking brutal, and there's one scene that's very horrible in it, but it's great. So there you go, Don't Breathe, and it's a horror film that does sit in the stomach a little bit, but it's a good movie. Onwards to let's show you this bunch of horror movies. So someone has donated, this particular person has donated lots of films, but I'm really pleased I have these films. So back in the day, Jason Voorhees was played by an actor called Kane Hodder. Kane Hodder is a stuntman who took up the role of Jason in the 4th film, and then I think he did the most appearances as Jason. Back in about 2004, 2003, he was tipped to come back to the horror franchises, but not as Jason, as a new horror monster. I've spoke to him about this guy on the channel before. His name is Victor Crowley. He is a terrifying, sort of like, he's a kind of freakish country bumpkin, redneck abomination, and he's a monster. He literally murders people, and I have Hatchet, Hatchet 2, Victor Crowley there on the back. Hatchet 3, there he is again, Victor Crowley, and Hatchet 4, Victor Crowley. There you go. They are very gory movies. They are very in keeping with that kind of 80s slasher villain, the Freddys and the Jasons and the Michael Myers. He's quite visceral. He rips people to pieces, literally pulls them apart. They're great films. They're good fun. And I'm really pleased that I've got all 4. So that's all 4 of the Hatchets, and they are good fun. Yeah, they're mental. I'm going to break this down. So instead of a game, it is an instrument, but it is a particular piece of collectible memorabilia. I've left a sticker on. I'm really pleased I have this, and my staff at work kept this for me while I was away on jury service. I came back in and they said, "We thought you might want this," which was quite sweet of them. It is a ukulele, and it is a it is a Beatles ukulele. It is a Yellow Submarine ukulele. I'm not going to play it because I can't play a ukulele. I can play guitar. I can't play ukulele yet. But yeah, there it is. A little Yellow Submarine ukulele. And it's such a lovely little collector's piece. I'm really pleased I have this. And it works. There you go. But yeah, I can't play. But I'm really pleased to have that in my collection. Very good. Thumbs up. We're getting through this. Well done, guys. So the next one in my collection is we'll do this. We'll do a film. Is possibly the one of the most action-packed, insane, over-the-top movies I've ever watched. I love this guy as Rocky. I love him as Rambo, but in this Rambo, he's fucking terrifying. This is awesome. This is one of the best. If you don't see another action film and you like really gory, visceral action movies, this is insane. He just tears people to pieces. Rambo in this is virtually unstoppable. He is a monster in this one. In the other films, he always kind of comes up against a villain who's bigger than him or more dangerous, or he has to fight him. In this one, he's like a slasher villain. He's fucking terrifying. He towers over everyone. He's a monster. He took a lot of shit to be this big. I mean, he was pushing around about 50 to 60 years of age when he did this film. And he doesn't show. He's a monster in this movie. So yeah, Rambo. Yes! Onwards to another racing game, and this is Gran Turismo 5 Academy Edition. I like these games. I like the old Gran Turismo games. They were so good. I remember the first one coming out and I nearly pooed myself and came. So that was quite a wonderful mixture of liquids leaving my body. But yes, these are great games, and always very playable. So I'm more than happy to have this, plus 1 or 2 players so I can play with my son. There's lots of stuff in there. I did tell you. I've told you go for a poo or a wee or just do something, but don't just sit here and wait. So this one is Mind Jack. There he is. Got 1 blue eye, 1 red eye. And that's because it's fucking mental. I don't know what this game is. I've never seen it on the Xbox. I've never seen it in real life. I saw it in work and I was like, I need this. It's a PAL version of the game. It says Mind Jack offers a unique gameplay experience where players can hack into a host game as an ally or enemy and hack into soldiers, civilians, mechanics, bionic creatures, and weaponry. Sounds a bit like Watch Dogs. A little bit of Windy Pops for you. It sounds a bit like, fuck me, I just said it, Watch Dogs. There you go. But it's not. It's called Mind Jack, and I'm more than happy to own that one. Very good. Let's do another game. Fuck it. Call of Juarez, Juarez, the Cartel, Juarez. That sounds like if you mixed a raspberry with a giraffe. It's a giraffe-berry. Wow, I should write a book. Giraffe-berry. Yeah, it's really good. Welcome to the New Wild West. It's set in Mexico. The Call of Juarez games are quite good, and this is no exception. This one, so very happy to have that. Once again, a PlayStation 3 game. I'm really boosting my PlayStation 3 collection up. And trying to collect what I can for that. Next up is a movie. I don't have many things left. I'm running very low. We've got through them quite quick, but this is Escape Plan, starring Sylvester Stallone and Schwarzenegger. I don't want to get caught on the N-word there, but yeah, Escape Plan. And they are 2 old dudes in a prison who decide to become friends and escape. There you go. This was just after they'd done the Expendables, so they were kind of saying, "Oh, the ultimate action team up." Arnie had already been in Expendables, or was he in Expendables 2? Arnie just decided to come back for films for a little bit, didn't he? Let's do another game. This is Peter Jackson's King Kong for the PSP. I do love me PSP, and I certainly do love collecting for it. If you've never seen Peter Jackson's King Kong, you need to watch it. It's such a beautiful film. It's so good. It's 3 hours and it's just delightful. He did such a great job of it, and it did really well. But I think it's kind of just disappeared into time. Lord of the Rings still stuck around, but this film wasn't quite. It was his next big thing after Lord of the Rings, and I thought it was great. It was really good. He really did flesh out Skull Island. Next up, we'll do a film, and this is an absolute... I don't know what this is. It's by the makers of The Descent and Woman in Black, both very good horror films, and it is simply called Howl. And I would imagine this looks like a werewolf film. Tense and terrifying, action-packed, and full of fun. So yes, thank you very much, Flickering Myth, Britflix, Movie Ramblings, and Starburst. They are a suite in this country, but apparently they also review films. But this, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's any good or what. I don't know. There's a guy howling at the moon there. It looks like he's taking a fucking bite out of it. There's a train with a hand. They're doing a kind of weird Titanic thing going on there, but the dead person. But yes, I don't know. I'll have to watch it and see what happens. I told you there was a lot. There's 4 things left and then I'm done. So we'll do another game, and this is I bought this. I've already got this, but I bought it because of the sleeve it came in. This is Assassin's Creed Revelations Ottoman Edition. Includes downloadable content. There he is. I need to say comment. Fuck me, I'm losing the will to live. I don't know what that was. Yeah, free downloadable content there. There you go. Definitely doesn't exist anymore. But what a beautiful copy of the game. And there you go. Well, again, donated to the channel. Thank you so much. I've got this, which was also thrown in. I'm quite pleased to have this. It's a bit beat up, but it's not the end of the world. This is Play 6 Xbox Games Now. This was a free demo disc. You don't get these anymore, but this would be a free demo disc for the Xbox original. And includes such gems as Lara Croft Legend, Hitman Blood Money, Dungeons and Dragons Heroes, Kingdom Under Fire, Knights of the Temple 2, Broken Sword, Topspin 2, and Rumble Roses. I always found Rumble Roses to be quite funny, but it's just a movie on that one. But yeah, there you go. Yeah, so they're like Xbox 360 movies, so they're kind of showcasing the Xbox 360. But there you go. Lovely. Brilliant. Good stuff. 2 more things. That's all there is left. I've got nothing more. And let's go for the game, and then I'll finish with the DVD. So the game is thank you to Retro Cabin 1981. He inspired me to get this. He was playing it, and he was really raving about it. He said it was a great game. And I thought, you know what? I want it. Because this is what we do. We watch other people and we go, I want it as well. And this is Soul Reaver 2. There it is. And he looks very scary. Look at him. He's like, look at me. I've got a snood on. Where's my snood? I don't fucking know. I've put it somewhere and I don't know where it is. But there's Soul Reaver 2. And it's not that cold over the last few days. But yeah, there you go. The Legacy of Kain series. And I need Legacy of Kain 1. But this is number 2. And according to Retro Cabin 1981, it's a very good game. So let's see, shall we? Let's see. Last thing in the whole world that I have today, and it is a monster of one. I'm so chuffed to have this. Talking about Kane Hodder, talking about Friday the 13th and Jason, I have an 8-movie collection of Friday the 13th. This is every single one of the Friday the 13th games. Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th Part 2, Friday the 13th Part 3, Final Fantasy, Flam Flo, Flumpy Flim Flumps, Flip Flop Floodles, and Flippity Flu. Yeah, we've got Jason Takes Manhattan, which was shite, The New Blood, Jason Lives, The New Beginning, the final chapter, Part 3, Part 2, and Part 1. So there you go. That is amazing. I'm so happy I have that. They are such a great set of films, and to have them all as one Blu-ray box set is so good. I'm so pleased. So I can't wait to get into that one. And that is absolutely everything, guys. I've shown you my massive haul. Thank you so much to a donation that was given. If any of you wish to donate to the channel, which I think you've said in the past, please let me know and I will hook you up with somewhere to send it. And once I've built up enough stuff, we will do another parcel opening or donations video. So no dog shit. And I will try to get a live video up and running at some point. I'm not too sure when. But yes, thank you very much, guys, for joining me on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed me talking bollocks for half an hour. And I shall see you in the next video. But until then, guys, a little bit of Windy Pops just to see you home. And I will speak to you soon. Goodbye. Bye, Windy Pops.